Centuries have passed, but our order has remained steadfast in its sacred mission to preserve the balance between man and half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur. May his name be forever resplendent.
Is it true? Did the Lord Chancellor fight by Arthur's side?
That is the legend.
Today, that balance is threatened with grave upset by a new contagion, the rebellion. As long as its campaign of anarchy and terror is allowed to continue, the plague of lichen infestation that has infected our city will only grow more intolerable.
Well, the Lord Chancellor will thus agree to the urgency of a mission into Whitechapel.
Whitechapel is a matter for the civil authorities.
When the noble Arthur sought to contest for truage with the Roman Emperor Lucius, he did not trouble himself with issues of jurisdiction.
Do not presume to quote history to me, Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know. I remind the knights here assembled that the threat to this order comes not only from without, but within. We must stand vigilant together, lest our ranks be poisoned by those who seek the destruction of all we hold sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers? Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Nay!
The nays have it. This council is dismissed.
Our order grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something. What do you make of this?
Percival seems intent on pursuing his investigation.
You heard the Lord Chancellor. The Council will not stand for it.
My brother knight has made a habit of contravening his orders lately.
I fear many grow weary of Brother Percival's insubordination.
If anyone has the liberty to challenge the Council's authority, it is he.
We may have seldom few options left at this juncture. Do you believe the evidence enough to warrant our involvement?
We have worked with less than that in the past, though we haven't always been in the right.
What are we to do?
Welcome back to the Order 1886. So this is a brand new session. I tried to work out a few of the technical things. I noticed in the last two episodes, the beginning of the first one, my audio was a bit choppy. It smoothed out eventually. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but hopefully I can fix that and a few other things. Also, there was a lot of white noise in the background as well. I'm gonna try my best to work out a lot of the technical things and improve the quality of the videos as I go on. But anyways, I wanted you guys to have the chance to hear all the audio or all the dialogue between the members of the Order in the room. So you heard that over there, and now you can listen to these two talk, if they'll talk.
But Father, what if Percival is right? We seldom have time to sit and wait if the rebels are behind this.
The Council has made its ruling. There is nothing more to discuss, Isabeau.
We should at least gather some intelligence.
The authorities will see to that.
Father, the Order cannot stand idly by while half-breeds roam our streets. You cannot deny that there is some truth to what Percival has said.
Need I remind you of your place, Lady Egwene? Who are you to question the Council's wisdom?
Yes, Lord Chancellor.
Alright, so those are two bits of dialogue that you guys can listen to, kind of seeing everybody's opinion on the matter. It seems like Sir Percival kind of does what he wants, you know, follows his gut rather than listening to the people in charge. Anyways, so in the previous episode, we found a leaflet talking about Charles Dickens, and I finally figured out who it was. Charles Dickens was an author that I believe was writing things and kind of in his prime around this time period in England. He wrote two pretty famous books that I think most people have heard of. It's Oliver Twist and A Christmas Carol. So I went ahead and looked that up and just thought I'd let you guys know about that little factoid. But like I said, I'll try my best to work on a lot of the technical things and try and improve the quality of all these videos. There was a lot of white noise in the previous videos. Like I said, I'll try and work on that. I still really haven't found a way to get rid of the noise because it's my PlayStation. It's pretty old. It's like 6 years old, so it's kind of reaching the end of its lifespan. It sounds like a fucking spaceship when I play games, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal. I'll try and find a fix for it or do something. We'll just see how it goes. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the rest of this chapter.
Galahad will deal with this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to attend.
As you wish.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
She is the finest the United India Company has ever built. I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
Can we expect your presence at the launch, Sir Lucan?
It would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my lords.
Sir Lucan, if I may.
If you would permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival.
Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander! Make him see reason.
You think an incursion into a rebel stronghold is reasonable?
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
Let what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
Whitechapel remains off limits. That is officially.
You have my thanks, Sir Lucan.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the Knight Commander wishes.
Well,
We're going in.
most excellent.
When do we move?
You're not talking about Whitechapel. But my
Your brother sought fit to permit us a reconnaissance. Secure the necessary materials. Isabeau, a word.
Tell me, monsieur, about the Lord Chancellor.
What is it, Marquis?
Sir Lucan and Lady Egwene were adopted by him, yes?
As they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance of the humanity he lost. When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis, we need to hurry.
Oui, mon général. Avec plaisir. Monsieur.
Friend Mallory has always been something of a rogue operative.
I've never known a better man.
Still, I shall rely on you to be call it a sobering influence.
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
A little restraint would not be ill-advised. Do look after my sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
Oh, you say true. What's a brother to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
Always at your service, Sir Galahad. This way, please.
Ah, Tesla. Just the man.
Alright, so now we're following Nikola Tesla there, and he's definitely one of my favorite characters in this game. He doesn't get quite as much character development, which is pretty tragic, so I feel like towards the later bit of the game, you can definitely tell that he's a really interesting character with a really dynamic arc, but sadly he doesn't get enough time. And I don't remember everything, but I do remember one thing that happens, but not really the things leading up to it. I just know that it happens, if that makes sense at all. Anyways, I'm gonna hop in there, but I know it's gonna trigger a cutscene. So before then, I just want to say that the characters in this game are kind of confusing me, because in one of the previous episodes I said something about them calling each other by either their code names or their real names. Everybody seems to call each other by their real names, so I think that like Galahad and Percival and whatnot is really just code names that they use on missions, but I'm not sure.
What new developments do you have to show me?
Quite a few intriguing things, if I may say so. Any further news of the trouble in Grosvenor Square?
Police are investigating. And investigating.
Lycans on the United India Company's front doorstep. What do you make of it?
Mayfair isn't what it used to be.
Permit me to oversee a few of my new experiments. In the meanwhile, take a look around. Play with whatever strikes your fancy. But do be careful.
Alright, so we are in Tesla's laboratory. It's very, very cool coming down here, actually. You can see, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, like if this was something that Nikola Tesla actually did. But you can definitely see a lot of Tesla coils down here, which is what powers a lot of his electrical systems and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Nikola, how fares your friend Edison these days?
Thomas and I are not on speaking terms. The man is an idiot.
May the best man win, your friend Thomas. I've got to say, I really like the way that they portray the rivalry between Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. It's kind of funny at times, seeing Tesla take some jabs at Edison and stuff. Sadly, you don't really get to see Edison in this game, but you know, maybe if they ever get around to making that sequel, that would be pretty sick. Also, fun fact, I don't know if anybody's interested in knowing this, but whenever I started writing my name down a lot, like my signature for the on receipts and bank statements and stuff like that.
Quite an antique. Hard to believe we ever use these communicators.
I write the letter T in my name the same as Thomas Edison does in his. We gotta say, I said something about the technology in another episode, but as you can see, like, all of the things for the order are clearly made by Tesla himself, and you can see the Tesla coils in here. It looks really, really nice. I like it. And I'm not sure exactly how that would work, but you know, nothing in this would probably make that much sense, you know?
All gibberish to me. Nikola, you sly dog.
Looks like our scientist is writing blueprints on the back of advertisements for a whorehouse, and that is sick right there. Honestly, love it, man. Yeah, Nicholas definitely a really, really cool character. Hey.
Sir Galahad. Please, this way.
Alright. Looks like we're picking up this little
Here is
gadget right
something
here.
you may find interesting. This device allows you to convert between Edison's inefficient direct current and my superior alternating current. Quite handy for overloading and incapacitating certain electrical systems.
As you can tell, Nikola likes to throw jabs at Edison every now and then, which I think is pretty funny. But, yeah, this looks pretty sick, honestly.
It's comprised of an inverter, transformer, and rectifier outfitted with some brass clips to enhance the design. Oh, and a fine leather carrying case. Inside each tube is a small quantity of mercury. When the mercury is properly aligned, the device becomes operational. Please, try it.
So, there's a lot of games where you have like a little hacking mini game and whatnot, and this is pretty much this game's version of it. You take the mercury and
excellent.
Yeah.
You never cease to amaze, Nicola.
I'd appreciate your expert opinion on my latest whimsy.
The ball full of electricity looks sick, man.
Here.
S684 Marksman Carbine. Impressive.
You've always had a good eye for craftsmanship. I've outfitted this one with a telescopic sight. It's ideal for long-range shooting. I would be honored if you would test its efficacy.
With pleasure.
Honestly, I'm very curious on whether the guns in this game actually use the real names or whatnot, because they called the other weapon an Essex M32 Falchion or something like that, but it looked a lot like a Browning automatic rifle or the BAR from World War II times, and this gun right here looks almost identical to a Lee Enfield, probably like a Mark II or Mark III. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, it looks really cool. The guns in this game are sick, and they all feel really, really nice. Or at least the ones that I've used so far. Boom. Bullseye.
Recoil is sharp, but manageable.
Click R3 to toggle scope magnification.
Your skills never cease to amaze me.
You can hold your breath just like in a COD game.
Some muffling might be in order as well.
I'll attend to it immediately. So, are there any other of my children that you would like to meet?
The offer's tempting, but I must return to the others.
Of course. Oh, the monocular that General Lafayette requested is over there on the table.
I'll see that he gets it.
Alright. Another tool. Sick.